The Division is an RPG shooter which takes place in a post-apocalyptic New York as the player plays as a member of a special division of government where you try to put together the pieces of a world destroyed by a pandemic. You know, pandemic, kind of what we're dealing with now at the moment. So, I'm going to split this video into multiple parts. So let's talk about the virus.
Let me stop it right there, but I'll also editing one here. I'll also be here just because information is coming in so fast, given that this is happening right now. I'll be adding a couple little things that I missed out or I have to update. I can't speak.
And how it compares to the coronavirus, okay? So, the dollar flu, as it's called, is a smallpox slash flu hybrid bioweapon created by a mad scientist who put said virus into circulation during American Black Friday in November. After a 14-day incubation period where people are traveling without exhibiting symptoms, the entire world is taken by surprise as this very lethal pandemic, it has a 90% lethality, and so you see rise of deaths, you see all that stuff. Now start off, the first case of someone suffering from COVID-19 can be traced back to the 17th of November, according to unpublished Chinese government data. And Black Friday is on the 29th of November. And a banknote can stay on a flu virus can stay on a banknote for 17 days. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't think that's what happened, but also, unlike the dollar flu, the coronavirus is not a bioweapon. The Chinese government has been trying to say that America created the coronavirus as a bioweapon, but what the fuck? Why? Why would that even happen? Also, 5G shit, don't even. And what else did I want to say? Oh, back to the dollar flu. Dollar flu is a bioweapon made up of multiple viruses. Has the symptoms of the flu and smallpox, and has the lethality of Ebola. So, the coronavirus has a 2% mortality rate, while the dollar flu has a 90% mortality rate. So, So also, unlike the dollar flu, the coronavirus started in China, while the dollar flu started in America, specifically New York. That's the difference between the viruses itself. Let's get into more of the lore behind it. Excuse me. The Chinese government already covered that. So in the E3 game recap, they cite Operation Dark Winter, which was an operation in 2001 where the government tested its preparedness for a smallpox outbreak. Now, Operation Dark Winter was a real thing, and it did go badly, like in the game. So imagine this as maybe a Parks and Recreation flu outbreak simulation where you had to do that stuff. So an article written by The Economist about our Operation Dark Winter states that the government could not isolate victims because smallpox has an incubation period of up to 14 days, during which carriers are infectious. It did not have enough vaccine to fence off the affected areas. By the end of the second week, there were 2,000 cases in 15 states. The officials closed America's borders and exhausted its stocks of vaccine, to no avail. By the end of the third week, the simulation had become catastrophic. The medical system had collapsed. Stocks of vaccine would not be replenished in time. The number of confirmed cases hit 16,000, and the computer predicted 300,000 victims within 3 weeks. The government was discussing the imposition of martial law. Sound familiar? It should be, because that's what's happening now. Coronavirus has an incubation period of 14 days. Instead of not having enough vaccine, it has no vaccine. America's borders are closed, and we just recently hit 300,000 victims in America. Let's talk about the intro to the game itself. When you boot up the game, the first thing you see is this montage of what happened. So besides all the Black Friday stuff, which didn't happen in our reality, you can see that hand sanitizer has run out, which all that means is mostly about toilet paper. Yes, hand sanitizer has ran out in multiple places. And there's a scene of boats in the harbor. While that didn't happen in real life, the USNS comfort ship arrival in New York did look eerily similar. Central Park turned into mass hospital, not a grave like in the game.
Alright, I'm gonna stop you right there, partner. So about that, according to Mark D. Levine, the chair of the New York City Council Health Committee, he definitely thought about burying people in public parks. But then Andrew Cuomo was like, no. So then he put out a tweet saying that if there was going to be any burials outside of morgues, it would be at Hart Island, which is an island in New York. So,
yeah, back to you, bud.
And the Rikers Island break. Well, no, Rikers Island did not a prison break there. There has been some pleas to let out people there because an officer and an inmate got corona. And also around the world, like in Brazil, there have been at least 4 Brazilian prison breaks. So what we're dealing with in the game, they're dealing with in real life. So, okay, also in the start of in the video, you can see mass quarantines and social distancing. And of course, you can see instances of rationing, which are all happening in real life. So, I guess the last thing we have to talk about is the 5 stages. 5 stages are 1. Hospitals reach capacity. Dun-dun-dun. That has happened. That's why U.S. Navy hospital ships are being sent across the country to make sure that the patients that have to be treated that aren't corona can be treated. So 2, quarantine zones established. You can see roadblocks. There's a New Rochelle containment area near where I live, so that's pretty cool. There's also a resources are rationed in small and transport lockdown. Many states are just boxing themselves in. Stage 3, international trade stops, oil dries up, and the stock market collapse. Let's see. So international trade did stop a little bit. The stock market did collapse in its worst since 2008. And oil has been doing very bad. But I wouldn't say it completely dried up. And stage 4, power shuts down and the world starts to chaos. Nope, not there yet. But given how the world's going, I don't know. This has been the coronavirus versus the dollar flu, the division versus real life. Hope you enjoyed. I'm recording on a monkey.
She don't sleep, she smoke trees, no boyfriend, got cold feet. Low-key, she so sweet, just lonely, but so freaky. Acting wild like, oh please, fly route, I go deep. She don't creep, I fuck hoes, she cool with that, she love those. It's funk soul.
Like, I'm actually recording on a monkey, wait. Ooh, I just farted. Okay, bye-bye.